Greetings, dear viewers. We are a team of 5 HCA students, namely Chachit Denkul, Krishnan Manandar, Ankit Kewali, Pratik Devgota, and Bhupesh Joshi. And today we're here to look at the concepts of HCI used in our mini research project UI UX design in food delivery systems. Firstly, let's look at our project objective and our problem statement. Our project objective is to make a good UI design of a food delivery system, and our problem statement is how do we improve the UI design of already existing food delivery systems. This in and of itself is a big task, so we divided our work into weeks as Sushil sir had informed us and proceeded to follow the mini research project guidelines provided to us. During our first week, we were instructed to conduct a literature review to find out about the current scene of food delivery websites. We learned a lot about the quality of websites we were competing against. Furthermore, we conducted a decently sized survey to figure out the target audience's preferences and what they hope to see in the final product. We received a lot of valuable input from the target audience, which we would then use to build our website. Week 2 was more about figuring out the logic behind our ideas and motives. We answered some questions like what are the problem statements of the case, what are the probable solution of our problems, will the final product be viable. We discussed these topics with our peers and along with the data from our survey, adjusted our ideas accordingly. Thus, we collected some interesting infographics which would help us make our first paper prototype. In the third week, we made a paper prototype of our website and let our peers test this prototype. We identified the likes, dislikes of the users and also got some valuable feedback on the functionality to be added and improvements we could make on the UI. The feedback of this prototype was largely negative. We used the data from the first prototype survey and worked to make the next iteration of this website better. We then presented the same peers with the new iteration of the site and the feedback we got was largely positive. We improved upon the UI and added new functionalities. The website as a whole had a cleaner and more minimalistic feel now, and we were ready to make a minimum viable product based on this prototype. Coming into week 4, we along with our peers conducted a heuristic evaluation of our final prototype. It satisfied most of the properties of Jakob Nielsen's 10 heuristic principles, so the result after proper evaluation were it matches between system and real world. Looking into the website, we can clearly see that it is simple and natural to use. It speaks the user's natural language. It follows the user's natural language as we can see the food menus is separated into different convenient groups like a restaurant's menu. It is aesthetically pleasing. The color choices of green, white and black give an alluring aesthetic and is enjoyable to surf through. It prevents errors. The changing of cursor at different buttons prevents unwanted clicks which may lead to errors. It provides feedback. After hovering over some buttons, the UI gives further relative feedback which helps in error prevention. It is consistent. We can see that the web page follows similar patterns all over the page. It isn't different from one scroll to another. The buttons are similar and the color patterns implying it is consistent.
Interpreting both the food cart web page on the basis of design and user interface. The old website shows all the information and performs the required action, but the user experience can be troublesome. The overall layout of the web page is very poor. The font style, sizes, and colors are not managed properly, and there's no images and visual elements. And there's too much of unused space. Looking at the new website, we immediately find a lot of improvement in design. The use of structured grid-based layout, font style, sizes, and colors is done very fine. The information displayed is very readable and understandable. It also provides a brief order summary to prevent mistakes and error. The color choice of the shopping cart and order summary are different so that it can be easily distinguished.
We then performed a usability testing survey to improve upon the usability issues and website design. The results obtained were generally positive with some sharp criticisms of our design choices from our peers. In conclusion, we aim to make this minimum viable product a fully completed product in the future with the help of HCI principles. Thank you for watching.